Welcome to today's session. My name is Tolit and we are going to talk about autism today. After this session, you will be able to identify children with autism according to their key characteristics, and you will be able to help them in their learning. Let's get started. Communication difficulties. Of course, if communication is challenging for you, that usually affects your social interactions as well. Some children with autism take longer than others to develop their spoken language and their speech. Most children at least speak some words when they have reached 2 years. Some may take a little longer, but children with autism may take more years and may learn fewer words. In severe cases, they may not learn to speak at all. However, in your classes, you may mostly find children with milder autism. Generally, children with autism can find it difficult to start a conversation and keep it going. Talking with them may feel like you are doing an interview. You ask questions, they answer. But they may not ask questions in return, even when it would be appropriate. When they speak, they like to use the direct meaning of language. So, figure of speech and certain expressions and proverbs can confuse them. If you say it is raining cats and dogs, they may try to check outside where the cats and dogs are. Or, if you say the party is on fire, they could get worried because they may think there is a fire burning somewhere. They often have specific words or expressions that they like repeating. Then, lastly, related to communication difficulties, they do not like pretending. That means they may find it very challenging to participate in role play, where they have to pretend to be someone else. You can see this in an early age, where many children like to pretend they are mothers and fathers. A child with autism may not participate in this. Thirdly, children with autism show what we call restricted behavior. This has to do with the lack of spontaneity that I mentioned earlier. You will see them show the same behavior over and over again. They will rarely do something unexpected. They also do not like it when you do something unexpected. They are not a fan of surprises. Any unexpected changes can confuse them easily. So, if you are meant to start the morning in your class by teaching math, and all of a sudden you change to English without saying anything about this in advance, your learner with autism may not deal with this well. They could get confused or frustrated, and it could take you a lot of effort to get them to concentrate on the lesson. We should not forget that children with autism generally also show a number of positive characteristics. Some of them are extremely talented in specific skills or generally very intelligent. This is not the case for every child with autism, but it is common. Then remember, they do not like pretending, which means they are almost always honest. They do not lie often. This may not always work out so well because they will also tell you when they do not like your clothes. For example, since they find it hard to put themselves in someone else's shoes, they may unintentionally say something hurtful. When they are interested in some specific topic, they will want to know each and every detail about it, and they will be able to concentrate very well on learning everything related to it, to the point that it almost seems like the rest of the world ceases to exist for them for a while. Lastly, they have a habit of valuing agreements and appointments that you make with them. They function well when their day has a clear structure and when everything is predictable for them. So when you plan to meet them at 1 p.m., for example, and you forget, they will highly be disappointed. If you promise them something, it is better to keep that promise. Now you have an overview of all the key characteristics that are connected to autism. Although we know that autism exists, its exact causes are still a bit of a mystery. However, generally, we know that autism comes from an interaction between what we call genetic, biological, and environmental factors. When we say genetic, we mean a child can inherit autism from the parents, grandparents, or even more generations back. It can run in the family. We know that autism likely originates from someone's brain, although a lot of research is still being done to find out which part of the brain or which processes are connected to it. It is good to keep in mind that how your brain works can be affected by what you inherit and also by environmental factors. Anything happening outside your body that affects your brain. Environmental factors can be things that happen during the pregnancy, such as illnesses, or things that happen when a child is already born, such as illnesses or reactions to certain chemicals, for example. So, in summary, autism is a condition that a child does not choose to have. It is with them and it will be for the rest of their life. It is also not caused by vaccination, by certain types of food, or by witchcraft. That's it for today, everyone. Thank you for your participation. See you next time. Don't forget, every learner counts.